current value, the input frequency was F1. So it means that circuit will stop working. It means that circuit will stop accepting the frequencies or when the current is dropped to its 70% values. So initially it will be F1, and then exactly opposite to F1 on the other half of this graph you can see that we have another value, that is F2. So that would be the bandwidth delta F. It would be the difference of the two. So the frequencies which are lying between this region or between F2 and F1, these are the frequencies which are being rejected by this circuit, because now current is very low. You can say it has decreased to such an amount that circuit is not capable of doing any useful work. And in this region we have the resonance frequency as well. So the quality factor we will again measure, but this time the quality factor will be the resonance frequency, which is against this minimum current peak divided by this bandwidth. So this ratio is going to give us information that how efficiently this circuit is capable of allowing the resonance frequency to pass through it. So at that particular frequency the current will be minimum. So now how we are going to perform our experiment, or what parameters we are going to measure are explained in this observation table. So this observation table we are going to use to perform our experiment. So here we will give input frequency values in hertz at the input of the circuit, and we will measure the corresponding current of this circuit using the ammeter, just as in the configuration which we have earlier on discussed. And then by using ammeter we will measure the current. We will calculate the log of the input frequency that we have recorded, and against log of F we are going to plot this current, and we will have this shape of the graph for a rejector circuit, and using this graph we are going to evaluate various parameters including the resonance frequency, the bandwidth and the quality factor.